much for joining. And yes, I appreciate that random email on a Monday to ask you to join.
All good.
No, but I wanted to thank you for your application for the London Marathon. We received lots, so we're always really grateful for such a small charity to reach in lots of different areas. But before I waffle on about lots of other elements, I just wanted to introduce you. We've got two other very important people on the call, and I'll just hand over to Grace just to say a little bit about who you are.
Hi, I'm Grace. I'm one of the Mintridge ambassadors, and I'm in swimming. So I'm a para swimmer, and I've competed at 2 Paralympic Games. Those were Tokyo and Paris.
Cool.
Right. And Sally, I'll hand over to you.
Yeah, I'm Sally, also an ambassador for multi-different adventure athlete is what I call myself. And I have a little claim to fame that I'm the only person in the world that's ran a marathon on every continent dressed as a different piece of fruit.
Nice. Love that. Cool. No. Nice to meet you both.
Yeah, no. Well, yeah, so Ella, no, we really appreciate you putting the effort in for the application. And I know on the form you said you heard about it online. Is that where did you see the application process?
I think I saw it through a couple of people I used to work with. I think they've raised some money for you before. So Will Moulton and there was his friend.
Alistair Hooper.
Yes, that's it. They used to do a podcast together. So I saw them do a lot of posting about working with you. And I think I did something in COVID where it was like 6 people did a marathon between them, and they asked if I wanted to join to raise money. So
you did our 771 challenge.
I don't know them super well. Like, they did a sports podcast. I work in sport, and I knew them, so I've been on their podcast years ago. So I think that's why I would have said online, as it's sort of from following them that I've seen the work that they've done with you as well.
Oh no, amazing. Oh, that's so great. Well, Grace and Sally have just got a little something to share. So Grace, I'll hand over to you first of all.
Yeah, so the work that the Mintridge Foundation does is incredible. It connects children and young people with sporting role models and gives ambassadors a chance to share their stories and feel like they're making a difference in grassroots level sport, which I think is fantastic. It's a two-way partnership. I've personally been working with Mintridge for just over a year now, and I have a young mentee called Jack who is incredible. And it's just so nice knowing that by being part of the foundation, we're not just benefiting others, but also we're able to give back to the sporting community as a whole.
Nice. Yeah, absolutely. And we thought I'd just bring Sally on just to show a little bit more about the London Marathon itself.
Yeah, so I have actually ran the London Marathon 14 times. They've all been for charity apart from one. I've only had a ballot place one time. And I've actually ran 87 marathons now, of which the last one was just a few weeks ago in Nepal at Everest, which was the Everest Base Camp. So I would say marathons have just I started with the London Marathon, and I still get that feeling when I hear that somebody else is going to be doing the London Marathon. And I have the honour of telling you that you are going to be doing the 2026 London Marathon. So I'm so excited for you.
This is unreal. Oh, thank you very much.
Yeah, but just, and any sort of hints or tips or anything that you I'm not fast. I always say I'm not about, if people say to me, what time are you going for? I always say the time of my life, because for me, it takes away the pressure of having to do a certain time. And yeah, it's about going out, having fun and enjoying yourself, and raising money for charity is what I've done with it. So you'll be joining.
Oh, well, that's amazing. Yeah, thank you. I feel like weird and butterfly, I feel like no, that's it's something I've wanted to do for so long. So yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, I won't go. Obviously, this is a cause that I work in sport and quite closely with, grassroots sport. So it felt like the right charity to choose, as it's something that really aligns with, you know, what I do day to day. So yeah, super excited to play my part. And 87 marathons, by the way, that's unbelievable.
It's been over quite a long time, and as I say, I'm not fast or but it does give me different experience in different ways. And I'm not particularly, I've never really trained for a marathon, but if you have got any questions sort of going forward, or where are you based? Are you
I'm based in London, so I live in Southwest London. So I mean, I've always wanted to do it, but I sort of thought I definitely want to do it when I'm definitely still living here as well. That'll make life a lot easier. Yeah, definitely. I think, to be honest, you know, I'm not by any means an amazing runner. I just love it, and yeah, I love running events and just what I've never done a marathon before, but I've done a few halves and things, and just what they bring. So I think probably along those lines of, I'm not looking for advice on how to run it quick. I'm looking for advice on how to enjoy it. Yeah, and I love seeing people a few of my friends ran it last year, and I see them on Insta sharing their story. Like, I just want, it sounds really cringe, but just to be a part of that positivity around it. Like, I'll probably be not the quickest, but let's give it a go.
the most, as I say, I've only ever done 2 marathons twice. Once was the Everest Marathon that I've done twice, but the other is London, because it is my favourite marathon, because everybody, you know, the supporters, the other runners, it's just a massive community of people who don't know each other, but on that day London comes alive and everyone speaks to everybody. So you're going to be part of it.
I'm waiting. I can't wait. Nice. No, thank you so much. That's yeah, I appreciate it so much. Obviously,
Well,
yeah,
no, thank you.
whatever
Thank
the
you
next
for
steps are, it's obviously a while away still, but whatever the
Yeah.
next steps are to get things moving, then I can get going on those as well.
Well, thank you very much for joining, and I wanted to try and keep it a surprise as to why we wanted to talk to you. And I also thought it'd be more exciting to hear from our amazing ambassadors than for me to
Yeah,
share
no,
the news.
appreciate that. That's great.
But no, as Sally said, yeah, if there's anything that we can do, I'll follow up with an email with all the exciting bits in terms of getting to the next stage. But yeah, let's get you training.
Cool, great.
Thanks
Well,
a lot.
I went for a run yesterday, so that's a good start.
But yeah, I haven't ran for a long time, but well, for a couple of weeks. But
Cool.
yeah.
Sally, would you prefer that to be like this and hot for the marathon day, or would you prefer? What do you think Ella would suit better? Cold.
One of them where you haven't got a choice. You've got to run on whatever day it is. So if you get caught up with what the weather is, you know, or I would like it to be like this or like it like that, then it can cause anxiety if it's not that way. So I just go with, you'll be training through rain, sun, and just on the day, just accept it is what it is, because you can't change it. And it's one of those things that, you know, look at the controllables, and that unfortunately isn't one that you control. So don't let it
I think that's the benefit of not going for a time as well, right? That you just slow it down, you just get
absolutely, and you can talk to other people, and other people, you know, you'll find that you help other people help you. You'll see some of the same people, you know, there's cheer people along the way as well. It's just the biggest carnival, really. I think that's how it can you know, describe. And you will see all shapes and sizes, and you can just never ever judge a book by its cover. You know, if somebody you think, oh God, they're going to really struggle, and they're fine, and then others, it's just amazing. And the amount of people, the amount of charities, you know, and it's your way of being able to show, you know, Mintridge, and you know, you just see all these charities that you're like, wow, I'd never heard of them. And you know, the amount of people who are running for people, you know, and I actually did it this year. I found out 2 weeks before I was diagnosed with breast cancer. So I chose to do it as a great big boob. And yes, I say that the crowds were my bra. They were all uplifting with their support, and got loads of cheers along the way. So yeah, you know, there'd be just amazing costumes and people, and yeah. So just
we can always
enjoy.
get you, if you do want to do it in fancy dress, you can always be Minty, the Mintridge mascot, if you'd like. You can be a bear. We can organise that.
I'll definitely give it some thought. No, your story's incredible, like everything you've done. So yeah, thank you for sharing it. And yeah, as I said, really, yeah, really excited to be able to run it for you guys.
Well, congratulations again.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank
Grace,
you.
Grace, I don't know if you want to share a little bit about the mentoring that you've done, because it's the fundraising that you'll go on to do, Ella. It will directly impact, and Grace has got an amazing mentor-mentee relationship at the moment. I don't know if you want to share a little bit more about that, just to give you an insight into some of the work we do.
Yeah.
So I've been working with Jack, who's 15, since January, and we have bi-weekly calls. So we both have a background in swimming, so we kind of just started off getting to know each other, talking about why we got into sport, what his dreams were, his aspirations. And each week, or each 2 weeks, when we have a call, we talk about different topics. So the last one we talked about was the art of self-compassion, and learning that, success in sport isn't everything. It's about the trials and tribulations along the way, and actually if something doesn't go right, then that is actually okay. It's just part of the journey. It's part of understanding who you are, and also understanding that it's really important for young people to have someone that's not a family member or a friend or a coach believing in them as well. We were complete strangers to each other. We just happened to be assigned to one another, but we have such a great working relationship, and he's definitely come out of his shell more. When we first started working together, I would get maybe 1 word, 2 word answers, not really engaging in the conversations, and it was like, I'm here for you, we need to work on this together. But now, like, he has grown into such a confident young man, and I'm very excited about his future.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Lovely that.
No, it's great. And I think Grace, so Jack's parents have been saying, please tell Grace he doesn't really give much more than monosyllabic answers in the first instance. So like Grace
He's
has
a
been
15-year-old boy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Grace has been able to pull so much out of him, and I just think,
Amazing.
bridging that gap for him as a young swimmer,
Yeah.
sort of showcasing what he could go on to achieve. It's really
Yeah, it's
really
amazing.
special. Really special.
Yeah.
So you will be contributing to that, Ella, with all of
Amazing.
your amazing
Yeah, I
work
love it.
leading up to next April. So we've got a long time to move into it. So
Nice, cool. I've got a couple of halves booked in before then, so that's good. So I'm on the training now, basically, which is
brilliant.
Yeah, get right, everyone off the call. She needs to get out.
Yeah.
Which halves are you doing?
I'm doing the one in Richmond in September, the Run Fest. I don't know if you've done it. And I'm doing Paris half in March. So that actually, the idea was to book
Eats
it
nicely.
part of the training. Well, I'll say hopefully, but now it will be. So yeah, tactical booking, I guess. Which all really exciting.
Well, keep us up
great,
to date
excited
with all
to
your
do.
progress for it as well, so we can follow
Yeah,
along,
we'll do.
chat about your achievements along the way. We definitely
Yeah,
want
I need to get my head straight, but I'll work out. Like when one of my mates did it, she made like an Insta page specifically for it where she did her updates. So I'll have a think about what to do, because I think showing it from now is quite exciting as well.
Oh, fantastic.
Well, I can't hear Alex again.
Let's do again, Alex. Did you take your headphones off?
Yeah, has it done it?
There we go.
Yes, you're back.
All good.
Yeah.
I don't know what I do. So we have actually recorded this, and I'll share it with you. We'll share it before we put anything with it, just to make sure you're
Okay,
happy.
cool.
But we didn't want to miss the moment of the unveiling.
Yeah. No, that's cool.
So you're very welcome to use this as one of the first posts for it.
Okay, nice, cool.
No, but
It's
thank you
good
very
time.
much.
I'm going for dinner with my family tonight, so I'm quite excited to save that for when I get there and give them. I haven't had like an interesting life update in a while, so I've actually got something now to share, which is cool.
We're glad to contribute to that.
Yeah.
So,
Nice.
and then so we've got Grace's gold medal, and then from Paris, and then we'll have lots more medals around the table when you finish that marathon as well.
Amazing.
So amazing. Well, thank you so much, everyone,
Cool.
for joining. And we will follow the
Amazing.
journey.
Cool.
Thank you.
Congratulations again, Ella.
Thank
Well
you.
done.
And yeah, I'll stay in touch. From
Yes,
now until
absolutely.
April.
Yeah, you won't get rid of us now.
I'm gonna go run.